In the early 1800s, the Thumb region was an untouched virgin forest, a majestic timber-laden area of the newly formed Michigan Territory. Lewis Cass was the appointed territorial governor, stationed in Detroit. In 1817, the Thumb region would become a part of Oakland County, second only to Wayne County. Early 1815 expeditions of surveyors to the Michigan Territory reported to the Congress in Washington. Michigan lands are composed of swamps and marshes so dense that horses cannot be conveyed in safety. The weight of the human foot in some areas sinks into mud 6 to 18 inches. Only 1 acre of land in 1,000 is useful for cultivation. Surprisingly, no report was presented about the timberlands of the great white pines, oaks, and maple trees. Also, the natural resources of the Great Lakes were not mentioned. Ojibwe Chippewa Indians inhabited the upper tip of the Thumb in the late 1700s. These Indians, ideally located, had established trade relations with the British and French traders. In 1817, the territorial government started construction of a military road from Detroit to Saginaw, which followed the old Indian Trail northward. Trails had already been established to Fort Gratiot, now known as Port Huron. By the early 1830s, small settlements were forming on the eastern side of the Upper Thumb. White Rock was one such settlement, formed by pioneer families of Lucius Lyon, Charles and William Carroll, and John Smith Titus. Nearby, a large white rock located a half a mile or more offshore was a sacred ceremonial site of the Chippewa Indians. This rock marked the boundary line for the 1807 United States and Indian Territorial Treaty.